What up? No talking, just check this out.
I am the chief of the underworld. Oh, no man happy who is not dead.
Let me know what you guys think of this badass drop. As always, you can get this FL Studio project on my Patreon page, as well as all of the Serum presets and samples from this one. So go ahead and visit my Patreon page. There are a lot of interesting content. In this tutorial, we are going to find out how to make this nasty RIDDIM/TEAROUT bass, which sounds like this. And it's very simple to synthesize. Let's go ahead and start from scratch. We are going to use only one oscillator, and let's select the Squelchy FM2 wavetable. Don't mess it up with the Squelchy 2. It's a bit different. Pick exactly the Squelchy FM2. By the way, don't worry if your sound sounds a bit different, because I have a couple of plugins on this insert, so we will get to it in a couple of minutes. So let's shift the octave to -4. Sounds funny. And move the level all the way down. Drag the first LFO to the wavetable position and set it at 12 o'clock. Also drag it to the level. Let's make the first LFO look like this. Turn on the trigger. And there we go. Let's use the noise. I prefer the J106. Set the pitch at around 70% and drag the LFO to the level. Make it look like this. On the filter, we are going to use the all passes with the cutoff set to 42 Hz. Drag the LFO to it and set it to -40. Set the resonance at 11 o'clock. And let's also automate it using the first LFOs and set it at 3 o'clock. Set the drive at 9 o'clock and damp at 1 o'clock. Nothing too fancy so far. And let's go ahead and switch to the Fixes tab. We are going to use the multiband compression. Set the gain at around 12 decibel. And set the high frequencies compression at 113. The mids at 117 and the lows at around 70%. And the most important component of this sound is the reverb filter. I use it a lot on heavy rhythm sounds. It's one of my favorite Serum filters, and it makes a huge difference. Let's check this out. Set a cutoff at 16 Hz. And automate it using the first LFO. Set it at around -6. Set the resonance at 13%. Once again, let's drag the first LFO to it and set it at 5. And set the drive at 27%. And finally, let's set the mix at around 90%. We are almost there, and final touch is the delay. It's a very common RIDDIM trick. Works well with basses as well as with the RIDDIM claps. Let's set the feedback at around 60%. Unlink from BPM and set the left channel at around 12 milliseconds and the right one at 13 or 14. Switch to ping pong mode and make it look like this. Set it at 2200 and finally set the mix position at around 55%. Okay, the sound is almost done and sounds quite well, but let's make it a bit more interesting with one final touch, is the master tuning automation. Let's use the second LFO to automate it, drag it all the way to the right, switch to the unipolar over here, and let's go ahead and set up the second LFO. Turn on the triggering and let's slow it down a bit. Move it down and awesome. This trick makes the sound much more alive and more aggressive. So it almost sounds like vocals. Okay, so let's get straight to the post-processing. Let's check how it sounds clean. This is probably what you are getting right now. Quite a lot of mud, and we are going to fix that right now. First of all, I'm going to compress the sound using the OTT. You can copy all these settings, and we don't actually need this imager. It makes no difference. So the next one is going to be the EQ with the low cut and some sharpness reduction. Then I have another OTT. Which adds a power to the sound. Makes it real massive. And once again there's another EQ with some final adjustments. And the maximizer with the IRC1, fast character, and a bit of the boosting on the output gain. Then I'm making this sound almost dead mono, moving this knob. And we are good to go to build a badass drop for your TEAROUT or RIDDIM tune. Once again, if you want all of the Serum presets or samples, including the drum samples from this demo, you can get it on my Patreon page. Also, there is a complete FL Studio project waiting for you. So go ahead and check this out. Here's the link. If you like this video, don't forget to like, to leave a comment and subscribe to PHENOMSOUND. This really helps a lot me to grow and to spread a high quality music production content. Also, I would be happy to see you on my Discord server. There are a lot of interesting stuff going on, so you are very welcome there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one and see you later. Bye!